Now, for tonight's session, I thought that we could all do with just a little bit of relaxation. A little more active than the last one that we did. A little more active than that time that we went for a nice little dive to the seafloor. Today, we're going to go with an experience that most of you might find a little more relatable. Something that you might remember having actually experienced at some point. But we're adding just a little bit of a twist to it tonight. Tonight, we're going to go to your local barbershop and we're going to get a shampooing. And in that shampooing, we're going to do some relaxation together. Because my fingers are going to be on a little more than just your head. They're also going to be on what's inside your head. So, I want everyone, whether you're on YouTube or you're here in Discord with us tonight, to lay back as best you can and relax as best as you can. Take a moment if you need to remove potential sources of distractions. Set your phone to do not disturb. Do the same on your messengers, your various social networks, things like that. Because an experience like this is best focused on. It's best really concentrated on and best dropped into. So, with a little bit of time installing for people listening, whether live or otherwise, to arrange themselves so that they are comfy and arrange themselves so that they are without distraction, let's go ahead and close our eyes together. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to think back to an experience a lot of us probably have. A time that we went to the local hairdresser or the local barbershop, and we came and we sat down in a chair, waiting to be called up. Because they're very busy. They've got lots of people coming through, and they'll get to you in time. But here in this chair, we can sit and we can anticipate what's to come a little bit. But while we're doing that, at any point, if this experience of getting a physical and mental shampooing is something that, maybe you didn't want to do, just like you could in real life, you can just open your eyes, get up, and at any time you like, you can get out of that chair. But for now, we're going to sit in that chair, and we're going to picture ourselves, think back to that experience in your memory of when you went to that hairdresser. Maybe you were a child, maybe you're an adult. Whenever you did it, remember that lobby. Remember where you sat, waiting for it to be your turn. There's other people here waiting with us. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this place a metaphor for what's happening within our own minds. Right now, coming in, it's very busy. There's lots of people going around doing lots of things. There's even other people waiting. Other people waiting for the same service that you're here for now. We're going to start taking some slow, deep breaths. And we're going to let these people, all this activity, represent all the thoughts and all the activity in our minds. Now, we want it to be our turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to take each of those people, each of those bustling sources of activity, and one by one, we're going to let them go. We're going to wave away the things that are bothering us. We're going to wave away the things that are troubling us. Because right now, we want to get to our session. One by one, with each of those inhales, someone gets up from one of the chairs, and with each of those exhales, someone steps away from behind that counter and goes out the door. And with each time that we do this, another thought, another source of distraction, another thing that was on your mind leaves. Just for now. Gonna take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Send another customer back to the shop. And then we're gonna let that breath nice and slowly out while the last customer leaves, leaving it a little less full, a little more empty. A slow breath in, and a slow breath out. In and out. Each time a little more empty, a little less busy, your mind a little more clear. And we get down to the point that there's just 5 people left. Just 5 people in those chairs. And we're so close to it being our turn. In and out. It's a nice smell in here. Nice floral shampoos being used. 4 people left. In and out. 3. In and out. 2. Just 2 people. In and out. Only 1 person left. That last thing still on your mind. But when you take that breath in, they get up and head to the back. And when you let that breath out, nice and slow, that last thing keeping you from total focus on my voice is no longer there. And it's just you and me there in this barbershop. Finally, picture me coming up to you, extending both hands to offer them to you. And if you so choose that you would like to continue, picture yourself taking my hands and letting me lead you in back. I take you to a chair. I sit you down in the chair. I want you to imagine that chair being the place that you are right now. Whether you're laying in a bed or you're laying in a chair, recline if you can, and relax, because I'll take it from here. You don't have to worry about a thing. I want you to picture me taking a very warm, folded towel out. And I want you to imagine me gently cupping the back of your head to lift it. Slide this towel just under the back of your neck. And then bring the ends of it forward to drape forward over your shoulders. Because just as this towel rests warm and soft on your neck like that, so too do my words rest warm and soft on your mind. And when I turn that chair around to get us ready for the main event here, you see me flip a switch on the wall, smiling at you. That chair starts to itself heat up just a little bit, get just a little warm under you. Let that warmth soak into you. Let my warmth soak into you. And let my cheery disposition buoy you up for a bit. I want you to imagine feeling that. Because this experience is a metaphor for what we're doing with your mind, it's so easy to let this warmth put it into a state of relaxation. And then, we're going to go ahead, and while I gently hold your head, we're going to drop the back off of that chair, right below the neck. I'm going to move that head with that towel, keeping it nice and soft. And I'm sure there's a sink that you've seen before. A sink with a little bit of a dip in the front, just perfectly shaped and fit. So when I bring the chair over there, I can rest your neck right where that towel is, right in that little dip, and let your head rest in the sink. This sink is going to be where all your worries go. All your stressors go, all your sadness, just for now. I may not be able to reach into your life and fix it. And I may not be able to necessarily reach into your mind and fix things permanently. But for now, I can give you some relaxation. And I can take those immediate stresses, those immediate worries, and wash them away. So that's what we're going to do today. Isn't the sound of rain relaxing? Isn't it pretty to listen to against the roof? Well, when I turn that water on, and that shower-like faucet starts sending the warm water to run through your hair, it's just like that, except it's right up against you. That warm water. I take the handle and I want you to imagine me moving that spray nozzle over your hair, running my fingers through it, gently working out any knots or tangles in your hair as my words start to gently work any knots or tangles out of your mind. Stroking through nice and slow. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Stroke, stroke, stroke. Nice and slow, nice and soft. But that's all right to relax. We're here for a cleaning of the hair and of the mind. So remember that my words are my hands. This chair and this sink, this place that my words have brought you to. So when I take a little bottle of shampoo and I pop it open, it smells so nice. It smells like the most relaxing, enjoyable vacation to the most beautiful place you can think of. And when I drizzle it over that hair, it's so easy for you to imagine what cleansing, purifying powers it has. So let's imagine my fingers once again moving through that hair, stroking through it, and spreading that shampoo through your hair as my words spread it through your mind. So easily, given your relaxation, so easily, given the fact that you chose to come with us on this journey here, able to also get down into your mind through my words. And once I take both those hands, gently set them right on the crown of your scalp, run my fingertips right along the scalp through that hair till my palms are right up against your forehead. Just imagine pressing down, pressing in, and giving a gentle little knead in with all of the above. Starting to massage it in. Gently, affectionately, slowly working it in into that scalp and into the mind right below it. Because it's so easy to imagine that this is happening to both at once. See, the hair covers the mind. So isn't it obvious to get to the mind I would go through the hair? That I would knead it and massage it. Rub it. And very gently squeeze it. Get that cleaning, get that purifying power nice and deep into your hair, as so it does your mind. Washing through, taking all those little bits of gunk, all those little things that are clinging to your thoughts and clinging to your feelings, and washing them away like a pleasurable wave of purity washing over you. And with each knead, with each stroke of those hands into you, it works a little better, it sinks a little deeper, and it cleans a little better. Now, with your hair wet like that, and with the shampoo so thickly in it, it's so easy for my hands to start wandering over that head. As far forward as the forehead, as far down to the sides as right behind those ears. But finally, all the way down deep into your mind, such that my hands reach the back of your neck, the very foundation of your head, the pedestal upon which it rests, and the foundation from which the rest of the strength comes. And when I knead into that and massage into that, it feels so nice. Because I don't have to reshape anything. That's not what we're here for. What we're here for is to cleanse you, to purify you, and send you back out into the world bright, shiny, and vibrant. So we're going to move from the back of this neck, the base of the mind, all the way back up to the crown again, passing behind those ears as we go. And then I'm going to take that sprinkler, take that shower head, and use that warm water again to gently start rinsing that shampoo out. And all the dirt and gunk that it picked up along the way from both your body and from your mind. And because this sink is a metaphor for what's going on, all that we took out of your scalp and took off of your hair, it's all just going to go right down the drain, where we'll never see it again. And once that water starts to run clear, we're going to do this a few more times just to make sure we got it all. So I'm going to apply that shampoo once more, and again start right at the crown. Work my way down behind those ears, down through your mind as I go. And then down to the back of the neck, the base of the mind. And again, we rinse. Nice and slow, washing over you. And then, just one more time to make absolutely sure you come back out into the world, grinning ear to ear. I'm going to put one more line of shampoo across your forehead. One more application to the crown. One more down behind those ears. And one more down into the back of that neck. But we're going to spend a little more time at the back of that neck. Because this is such an important part, isn't it? This is right the pedestal upon which everything else rests. So we're going to make sure that it's bright and shiny. We're going to give it a rinse one more time with a shower of that warm water. And by now you're so relaxed, so cleansed of these things that bothered you in your life. I can't keep you like this forever, but I can try to see what I can do to seal in the experience, to keep your hair as vibrant, as beautiful as it is today, as long as I can. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a little bottle that says conditioner. We're going to put a little small bit of that. Just a little bit. All you need is a little. I'm going to start at the top, start at the crown, and rub that into you. Just a very thin little coating, because that's what conditioner's supposed to do. You leave it in your hair and it keeps things nice and protected. Keeps things nice and healthy. So I'm just going to use the bare minimum I need and just keep adding it as I go along as I need. Because my words are so easily able to tell what's going on and what you need. And anytime we're at too little conditioner, I can feel that. So I make my way down behind those ears and down to any hair beyond the neck. And finally, as we come out of this experience, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lift that chair back up again. I'm going to leave that towel hanging over your shoulders, and it's still warm. If you're relaxed, you can lay here relaxed as long as you like, as long as there's somewhere you need to go or something you need to do, you make sure you get to that. But I've got no one else in the shop, so I've got all night. You can lay here if you like. And that towel will just slowly lose a little warmth over time, just to give you a little bit of encouragement to face the world again. So I'm going to go to that wall and turn off the heater on the chair, just to give you that little bit of encouragement. And with a towel wrapped around your hair to start drying it off, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to thank you for coming to my shop today. And if you'd like to come back to my shop or come see other things, there's a link to the Discord in the description. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming today.